And we're on.
You're green. You're a green screen.
What? You're looking at my wrong camera. You're looking. Now you're revealing my
I,
secrets to everyone.
I'm only. I can
I
only
told
see
everyone I
you.
have a green. My backup camera.
Oh my god.
The real camera's showing the right thing. So hello everyone and happy Tuesday. Welcome again. So we are here at our segment that we love to call Okay Seriously, where you ask the questions and we give the answers. Disclaimer that we have no professional credentials whatsoever to give you proper answers, but we're going to try to do so anyway. And so our special guest star this week is Green Pants. Green Pants, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Vanguard. As always, here to help.
Good to see
Love
you as
helping
always. Love the help. Helping is great. So we're going to tackle a few questions tonight, so let's jump right into it. So here we go. So our first question, are you ready? It is.
Yes.
Oh, this is okay. This question comes from Reginald in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Reginald asks,
Okay.
My parents are having work done on their house, so they are staying with me for a couple weeks. Apparently they're still quite active sexually, and they go at it 3 to 4 times a night. A night. They are retired. It's been a couple of days I haven't been able to get any sleep, and I'm horrified at the sounds coming from the room next to mine. What can I do to keep my sanity but not be considered an ungrateful child?
Yikes.
Reginald from Wisconsin.
Like I'm sorry, but 3 or 4 times a night.
That's
like
a
his
lot.
parents are retired. I don't care if his father's mainlining a Viagra Cialis cocktail and chasing it with Red Bull and Monster Energy. Like there's just no way that dude's doing 3 to 4 times a night.
I would love to go out at 3 or 4 times.
Something is profoundly fishy. Like,
Yes.
do you think maybe Reginald's parents are like fucking with him? Like they could be messing with him and like,
Literally? No.
yeah, like
Oh, like just playing noises?
that, or
Ugh,
you know,
I don't
they
know.
have a group up there
Two
and
different
some
things.
stuff.
How old could Reginald be? So, I
Um,
mean, let's guesstimate some ages, right? I mean, if he has his own house, parents are getting their house done. Oh, staying with him. Does maybe has a house in our party?
Staying with him, and yeah, doesn't specifically.
Maybe
but,
mid-20s, so his parents are probably 50-ish, 50 to 60.
but they are retired, so
Oh,
retired makes
shit.
me automatically think of like 65 and
plus.
up. Right.
3 to 4
Which is why-
times a night, 64.
Yeah. It's like,
Wow.
you know, you can take a lot of Cialis and it doesn't 3 to 4. You just, you know, if you take like 30 or 40 Viagra, what ends up happening is that like it just feels like your heart is about to explode, and I absolutely do not
It's not meant
recommend
to
it.
do that. So, oh wait a minute. So, what does he define as? Okay, so how does he know it's 3 to 4 times a night? Right? If he hears noises, then they stop and then they start again. That could have been the same session.
Right. Okay. So in that case, if his parents are not saying that it's necessarily 3 to 4 times, so yeah, you're right. That's him inferring that it's 3 to 4
He's having
times.
noises.
So
Oh,
they could have like, could just be one long tantric session. Like maybe his dad's like Sting. Does Sting have a kid named Reginald?
Actually, I think he
No,
does.
Sting isn't really. Holy shit! Did
Sting?
did Sting's kid ride in?
Sting and
That's
Trudy.
awesome.
Oh my
That
God.
is that is a possibility.
Yeah. Well, it goes with the retired, so it takes them a while to finish the act.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and you start slow, and then maybe you hear a little bit,
Take a
and then he wakes up a little bit more. Yeah.
I think it's beside the point. I think he's concerned. I mean, I think we're running with a good theory here, but the concern is that he's hearing his parents make the sex noises. Is the fundamental part of the issue. So, what do you do about that? You politely bring it up. Do you?
No. I mean, if his parents are staying at his house, and they're open, like they must know that they're being loud. Or I mean.
Do
But
they?
my guess is that Reginald's parents were the kind of parents that went to key parties in the 1970s. You know what that is? It's like you take all of a bunch of couples go to a party. The man throws his keys into the bowl, and then
Woman takes
everyone
keys.
picks up the text keys, and you'd
That's
also
the room
take
to
home
go.
the person's wife.
Right.
That was Reginald's parents. Had to be.
be.
They were swingers, 100%.
So is it even really his dad? Are we getting to that part of the topic?
I mean, I think there are basically for little Reggie here, there are no good answers. Like I don't think his best thing is to just not say anything. I
And
would
just
say.
deal with the sound.
Because-
Wear earplugs when you sleep.
Well, like, what's the best case scenario? I
They
mean,
stop,
he
make a
mentioned
noise,
something,
but
and his
they
parents
quiet
are
it
like
down.
all in. Yeah, but then aren't you gonna be like super awkward around
Oh,
them because you
totally, right?
just
I
started
mean,
talking about?
I would guess that like maybe they don't realize how loud it is, meaning that it travels through the wall, right? So I think Reginald can retaliate with having loud sex in his room, and they'll go, "Oh shit, they can hear us through the wall, and we're hearing him."
Oh,
right
the
now.
retaliation method. Okay.
Well,
Oh,
not
right, because
retaliation,
see, they're
more like-
older.
I'm just saying it's like a wake
Yeah,
up
they
thing.
might genuinely not be able to hear.
That's right. So if they could hear him through the wall, they go, "Oh, wall's thin," or whatever. You know, maybe kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't say it's a polite way to inform them, but maybe a way to kind of say, "Hey, maybe you know what?
Okay.
Getting a little loud."
All right. So the best thing we need for Reginald to do is Reginald, find yourself someone to have really, really loud sex with. Bring them, and then just go head to head against your folks.
Yeah.
See who comes out louder.
And I'm sure any woman that you just start dating would love to be part of this scenario.
Absolutely, but make sure she's into it beforehand. Like, just don't
you
throw it
put
on
it
her when she's
directly on
there.
your
It's like,
dating profile. You put it on your dating profile.
yeah, you make it up. Yeah, put that on your Tinder profile, because because that's not the kind of thing you want to surprise on someone. When they're at your house, it's like,
Right.
yeah, can you be like extra loud because my
Right.
parents are listening
Or
and
in
I
the middle
kind
of-
of want them to hear.
Right. Or the
Where
middle
are
of
you
dinner
going?
even.
Why are you leaving?
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you? No, wait. So why is it screaming?
Yeah. So I think if Reginald can do it, he has to just say it carefully.
Okay.
But-
There you go, Reginald. So those are your options. So counteract with your own noises or earplugs is probably the cleaner, safer method. So I think that's what we're
Yes,
going for.
I think it's the safest method and has the least path to just awkward city, where
Yes.
Reginald is definitely heading if he's gonna bring it up with his folks.
Yes, agreed. All right, here we go. Question 2.
All right. Okay.
Regardless of what I'm doing out and about, most people have earbuds, AirPods, whatever in their ears when they're shopping, eating at restaurants, traveling, or doing just about anything. Is this just a way to get people not to talk to you? Do they know how stupid they look? Are they actually just hardwired into the Matrix and I'm the only one that is free? No, I doubt they're hardwired into the Matrix. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I think it's people avoiding social contact.
I mean, but okay. So who's asking this question?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is I missed it on my list here. This is Elmer from Waco, Texas. Oh, Waco. Okay.
Oh, Elmer's asking this question. Okay.
Elmer.
I'm gonna post a little theory. Hey Elmer, earbuds earphones are used for a variety of reasons: listening to podcasts, listening to music. But it can also be to ignore people. And in your case, people are wearing them around you, so they do not have to talk to you.
Specifically, Elmer.
I mean, yeah, because they keep their earbuds in because they don't want to hear Elmer talking about what idiots they look like with their earbuds in. Like,
Gotcha.
I mean, like, okay. Also, Elmer, Matrix is a movie. It is fictional.
Yes,
It is not a real thing. Earbuds are a real thing.
this is true.
And those people are not in some sort of simulated world, like, no. They're just ignoring you because you suck.
Got it. All right, so poor Elmer. So I actually have some strong opinions on this topic, and this spills into some other things too. So,
Right.
I think people do wear them to avoid social contact with other people, avoid eye contact, avoid conversation.
Yep.
And I think don't go out if you don't want to be around people. Why are you in public? Is my thought. And this came up recently. So a friend of mine was in a bar. This is years ago. And he started talking, sitting at the bar, and there's this guy, he seemed friendly enough, so he started chatting up a conversation with him. And the guy looked at him like, why are you talking to me? Like, don't talk to me. You're in a bar. Like, if you just want to drink and drunk, sit at home and get drunk, it's a lot cheaper.
Right.
So, the
Right,
fact that you went to a place where other people are means you want to be around other people. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So to put yourself in that scenario
I
and
would
then
say,
put headphones on, it's like
okay,
walking around with a big middle
bar
finger.
is one thing. If you're in a bar or like at a discotheque or wherever the kids go, maybe. But a lot of people have their earbuds in just in general when you're doing stuff. So for me, when I have things to do, like going grocery shopping, I don't want to talk to anybody. and I know exactly what I need to get. So I'll have earbuds in, and I'm just moving up and down the aisles. I don't want to talk to anybody. If anybody recognizes me, I will quickly hide, run away, make sure that I pretend I did not see them. Yeah.
So it seems
Yeah,
like
it's
you
like,
want
no.
you want all the benefits of living in society without any of the drawbacks.
Yes, yes. Oftentimes I don't have anything playing in the earbuds, but if someone says something to me, I'll just be like,
And you can't do.
you know,
Yeah, no, I have a problem.
yeah,
with it.
it's
So I think we're different of opinion here. I have a big problem with it. I think don't go out. My theory.
all right. So I guess I'm wearing earbuds for people like you then.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I have a bias for like I do like striking up conversation with strangers. Like I'm saying in the checkout line, I'll be
Right.
like, "So, blah 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 blah," blah," and they'll be like, "Blah." But everyone's normally very responsive.
And these
What-
are
what-
this is basically a conversation starter blockers. They're basically like,
Right.
don't start with me.
Maybe, you know
I
what?
am not a friendly person.
Now that you have me thinking about this, I think that the earbuds are targeted for people like me, and I think that's bummed me out a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's bummed me out a little bit.
I-
It's like if you're working, like people at work I have heard people that complain that people at work do it, like that sit in cube farms and stuff like that. I'm like, no, absolutely. If you want head down work and you want to be done focused, white noise generator, background noise, whatever,
Right,
just so you
right.
can focus into your work. That I'm totally fine with. But the thing that gets me is you made a point to go out in public. And what are the options? Grocery store, restaurants. You're eating in a restaurant,
Yeah,
you have your earbuds on. It's like, come on.
Making a point to go out in public is not necessarily like going grocery shopping is not making a point to go out in public. That just means you have to go out in
You
public
have to get your
do
food.
something.
I see what you're saying.
So 98% of the time I am in the public, I do not want to be in the public.
I
But I
see.
am in the public because I am forced to go get something that is required that I like
Ugh.
gas or for the car, or if I have to
guess.
go to the pharmacy to get medications that they won't deliver to my house.
What's the harm if
Um,
someone just gives you a friendly hello? Is that the end of the world? When you're walking down the aisle?
I, if they say a friendly hello is fine, but it doesn't end there. It's like, oh hey, did I work with you at the? I recognized you. Do you remember? No, I don't want any of that. Don't have time for that. I got a schedule. I got 100 things to get.
Got
I
shit to
don't
do.
remember your name. Now I'm all of a sudden in an awkward thing where he knows my name. I don't remember
Right.
his name. So
I've been in that scenario too, actually.
my entire shopping situation has now gone rapidly downhill. When before I was just listening to This American Life while buying Oreos and
Right.
tampons for my daughter.
I feel like it's feeding the neuroses though. People who just want to withdraw from everyone and yeah. All right.
And what's wrong with that?
Okay. There it is.
Yeah,
Elmer,
some people just want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Why can't people just be left alone? That's
Sure.
fine.
Hey, Elmer,
You know?
I think that's your answer. Is that people don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered with social
Yeah.
conversation. They don't want to be bothered with you.
Especially people named Elmer from Waco, Texas. Like,
Especially-
really, yeah, you're the target demo.
Yeah, maybe isn't it Texas make eye contact the wrong way, maybe it's shot, right? Isn't that kind of like a very real thing that can happen?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if you know this, but some very terrible things happened in Waco before.
I am aware. Yes,
Right. So, just beware.
not
Yeah,
the
but I-
poster child of outstanding social behaviors.
yeah, not necessarily like city for raising families. Like not, I don't know. But yeah. So Elmer, that's our answer
Okay.
for you. I'm sorry if I'm being harsh, but people don't like you.
All right, there you have it. Moving on. Oh, this is one. This is the fun one. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
So, Simon from Dirt Springs, Kentucky, asks, "How does Cobra Commander literally see anything? His mask is solid metal without even an air hole. This makes me question the science of GI Joe. Please help." So, I'm a bit knowledgeable on this topic as well. It's not metal. It is a mirrored visor. Goes across his whole face, which he can see out of.
It is
and
a
you can't see
mirrored
him.
visor.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
because like in the GI Joe the movie, they had like something terrible happen to his face, and he had like 8
Yes.
eyes or something,
Yes.
and then that's why he had to put on the mask.
Yes.
But I don't think that's necessarily GI Joe canon.
The G.I. Joe the movie is absolutely G.I. Joe canon. Huh?
No. I'm saying, well, they switched it up. Meaning, which one would Hasbro, whoever owns the GI Joe property rights, would they? Because I think they've gone a couple different directions on this.
Yes.
Like personally, I think it doesn't really matter because Cobra Commander is literally just a shill for Serpentor. I mean, Serpentor's okay. First of all, Serpentor, he has all of the knowledge of like the best world leaders in
Sure.
him. He's the emperor. He's the head of the Cobra Council, of which Cobra Commander has to be elected. So
No,
who gives a shit about Cobra Commander?
Cobra-
Serpentor's your dude.
Cobra Commander started Cobra.
Yeah, but Serpentor is the emperor and literally has all of the greatest tacticians and stuff all formed in one mind that he was to be created.
I see Serpentor
So-
as like he's like the kind of like the Secretary of War. You know what I mean? Whereas like Cobra Commander's like the president. You know what I mean? He's like the head of.
I thought that was like
cabinet.
Destro.
Destro's like the Secretary of the I don't know, commerce, right? Because he's the weapons provider.
I always saw Destro as like the Department of Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, defense. That's a good one. So you got like Serpentor, Destro, Doctor Mindbender, Baroness.
Right.
Are his high council. Cobra Commander's the guy in charge. Kind of do his will, and then he's got his the next tier down to like Tomax and Zaymot, and like
Right.
Major Blood, right?
What if? Okay, so Cobra's what? It's like CEO conversion by blackmail, revolution, and anarchy. I think is what Cobra stands for.
I think so. Very good.
Yeah, that's definitely pulling out an old file cabinet. But yeah, no, I remember as a kid being very confused about if Cobra Commander could see, because I don't remember them actually saying that he had this a see-through
Yeah, it's a mirror
visor mask.
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
it's a mirror
yes.
visor.
Because I thought he was just really. I thought he was just blind as a kid. He had some sort of like Daredevil thing going on.
It's
I
not flag
think-
radar sense, no. But the thing
No.
is, he could actually see very well because he could see all through the. You know what I mean? It's like all through the visor. It blocks.
Oh,
the-
is it
blocks
like
the
a
glare of the
heads-up
sun.
display kind of thing?
It could be. It's never been established, but it does give the opportunity for he could see heads-up display information there. Maybe, but it does block out the
Alright.
sun. I mean, mirrored visors are very good at blocking glare, so that's a
Yeah.
good thing. Very bad night vision though, so at night would be a problem.
Right. But both GI Joe and Cobra only fight with lasers, I believe.
Yes. Well, it
Uh,
depends. I mean, in the cartoons, yes, lasers. In the comics, with bullets.
Wait, so okay. So in the comics, is there actual peril? Because in the cartoons, lots of things explode and people just roll away.
The
and then
comics
they
are
end
pretty
up doing-
brutal. I was reading an issue the other night actually online, and it turned out that several Joes get killed, like get shot and die.
Yikes.
Crazy, I know.
Okay. I think
Quick
I
Kick.
think our
They killed
question is
Quick
probably
Kick.
more talking about the. No.
Yes, Quick Kick gets shot in the comics and killed.
Not Quick Kick.
Yeah.
He's like one of.
I know.
Okay, I'm not right.
Documented. And
The-
Doc also shot and killed.
Stop. Just
Yeah, don't.
I don't-
tell him.
nope.
I believe it's
Destroying my
I
childhood.
believe it's
Please
issue
stop.
109. If anyone wants to check out the Larry Hammond G.I. Joe comic.
I can't hear you because I'm not
G.I.
listening to you.
So yeah, so
Please stop crushing my childhood.
all right, mirrored visor is I believe the answer, because it protects the face from I guess some shrapnel. It's it covers
Right.
his identity.
Laser blast.
Laser blast. Yes, mirrors laser blast. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, very good. So let's move on to the next one. So
All right. Cool.
oh, you know what I didn't do? Just so everyone knows what the hell we're talking about. I'm going to bring that previous question back, and I'm going to just show. I'm showing.
Oh yeah. Do people even know what Cobra Commander looks like?
Yeah, I'm showing a picture that's right here, pointing at it. So this is
Okay.
what Cobra Commander looks like. So he's got the helmet with the mask, and the thing is, like, you might wonder, like, well, in the cartoon, it didn't look like a mirror. You didn't see reflections in it.
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
like
at
this-
all.
Well, at the time they were hand drawing animations. You know what I mean? You're not going to draw the reflection of
Right.
everything in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, it could have.
So, like
but yeah.
you could. There's a lot of drawing. Because if you buy a replica helmet that's available today for costuming, it is a mirrored visor.
Wow.
If you want your own Cobra Commander helmet, you can have it. I think it's only $80. Not even that expensive.
I am gonna put that down on the wish list then.
You should. I think Christmas is
Cobra Commander helmet.
the holidays are approaching. I'm having Cobra Commander helmet. Of course, once you get the helmet, you're gonna want to do the whole ensemble, right? Could be a slippery slope.
Well, doesn't sometimes Cobra Commander have that like It's more of like a
The hood.
cloth
Sometimes he wears a
hood
cloth
over his
hood,
head
yeah.
instead of the mask.
Yeah. There's,
Because the hood has eye holes, so
Yes.
that seems more reasonable. But
and
the
he
mask
has
is that's
human
really-
eyes that we see through the eye holes. So that addresses your other question, right?
Oh.
Oh.
Yep. No, okay.
And the
I think we got this one.
yeah, and in the comics, he has a battle armor also. That's also a different
Right.
outfit. So it's just like his eyes like this. It's like a visor.
Right.
His eyes.
And I think they're just trying to, yeah, I guess they think it's more scary or something. But personally, again, me, Serpentor, that
I
guy
hear you.
scares the crap out of me.
I'll attempt to
I mean,
say.
he rides around on a little hover sled thing, and he's got, giant cobra, like,
Sure.
wing ear thing. It's just
And
terrifying.
he could take the snakes and make them.
Yes! And make them into,
that.
like, lances or javelins.
Yeah. And stab
Yeah,
people.
we're talking about Cobra Commander's mask. Yeah, that guy was he was at least third in charge after Destro.
No
and
real
Serpentor.
questions about
All right.
Serpentor. Simon, I hope you got
Yeah.
more G.I. Joe information than you ever wanted, but there it is. I hope we helped you out some way. Okay, next one. I need to create a siphon with a tube for reasons, our questioner asked. I don't want to use my mouth to start the siphon. Let's say the liquid has to be siphoned. It's not particularly good to have in your mouth. It's quite volatile. How can you start the siphon so that you can move liquid from one tank to another without sucking on the one end of the tube with your mouth? So science does answer this question. It uses properties of adhesion and capillary action to siphon. Do you know how to start a siphon without using your mouth?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
This
So
question about Roscoe in Big Fork, Montana. So I
okay, so
Roscoe and
yeah,
Big
Roscoe,
Fork.
you don't need to put your mouth on anything.
right.
If okay, so
That's what she
what's a
said.
common example of using a siphon? Okay, if you're at a brewery and you climb to the top of like one of those brewery vats of beer, and you're just trying to like get the beer out of the vat and into your bucket to get home. If you submerge a hose all the way into the beer so that it's fully weighted down, hold it at both ends, and then put the one end into the vat and the other end into the bucket, release, that will create the siphon
Level
effect
beer.
without having to actually use your mouth
Agreed.
to start it.
Agreed.
Now, if you're doing something a little bit more practical, like siphoning fuel out of a gas tank, which I'm guessing this person is because he said it was volatile,
Yes.
again, you can a little bit of gasoline in the mouth. Honestly, not so bad. In there, not so bad. But if you have a small like
Leaded
hand
or
pump,
unleaded?
just to pull
Both.
uh,
Is the
higher,
answer.
no, well, obviously not leaded because I mean leaded gas is terrible for you.
Not
Like,
for
what?
everything.
But
Can't you
but,
buy leaded gas
yeah.
anymore, can you?
yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's illegal.
But yeah, the siphon works because of the whole unequal pressure situation.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. He doesn't need to put his mouth on anything.
Do thumb. I'll submerge the hose, put my thumb on the end, bring it down to your bucket, release your thumb, and the liquid will flow. Once it starts flowing,
Right.
it will keep flowing until the water gets down or the liquid gets down to the level where the hose is. It'll stop.
Right. Where you have the pump problem is where when you're trying to steal fuel out of someone's gas tank, you've got to get the hose all the way in, and now the gravity it's lower, so you've got to start the pumping action to get the atmospheric pressure effect to work. At which point, many people might use their mouth, but instead you can if you use a turkey baster and you stick a turkey baster into the hole,
Well,
and you
that's a
basically
good idea, too.
like create a little bit of a
Start the
vacuum seal,
suction.
that'll just
Yeah.
suck that first bit of gasoline right up, and you're not paying $340.99 for
There you go.
unleaded.
There's clever designs you can do too. That basically you just need because when you put a hose or a tube into water, the water will fill up into that tube. That's how the capillary action works and go to the top.
Right.
So you can make a tube with two bends, and if one bend is the top bend's lower than the other bend, actually that air pressure difference with that, it's like an M. It's almost like an M looking hose. You just stick it in there, and the liquid will come right through. Funky little experiment. You can try it at home, kids.
Oh,
Try it with water.
but like I mean, the best thing to try it is with Bacardi 151, because you can because Bacardi 151. I don't. If for people who don't know this, like you can blow a fireball. With it, if you just fill your mouth with the Bacardi, now it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, it burns, really burns. But you're going for the fireball. So you put it in and then you just spit it out and then you light it. And yeah, I can see if you were trying to siphon that, you with your mouth, it might be
Sure.
Yeah,
Keep away from
the
open
burning would
flame.
start too early.
Keep away from
Yeah, you got to be
open
really
flame.
careful. Like if you're drinking Everclear or just any kind of Polish vodka, you
You
got
know
to
a
be
lot
really
about this
careful about the
topic.
burning.
A lot about this topic.
Um, no, I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, I watch how it works and
Yes.
how things
there
are
you go.
made.
And I'm
And
sure they
that's
talk
just-
about Bacardi 151 on that show, of course. So
Yes.
going on to our next question.
It was discontinued in 2016, but yes,
So Roscoe, we hope
talk
that
about
all those solutions should work for you. Well, good luck. Don't drink gasoline; it's bad for you. Just making
yes,
that clear.
don't. But a little bit in your mouth's not going to hurt you, Roscoe. It's fine. Better than paying for
I'm
it.
gonna contest not to do that. So, our final question is this is from I don't want to do anything illegal, but want the FBI to find the need to open a file on me. This is quite unusual and normally the opposite of what you want. What should I do to get their attention? So this gentleman this is Mark. Mark from I Have a Gun. No, seriously, I have a gun. Okay, so Mark did not put in a valid address.
Right.
Mark asks, he doesn't want to do anything illegal, but he wants an FBI file. How does he do it? I have a thought on this.
Okay. All right. Yeah. First of all, it's not that hard. Let me tell you how I got mine open. What you do is it's really not hard. If you go to any big piece of American infrastructure, like the Hoover Dam or the Pentagon, and just be as close as you can to that place without actually like breaking any security requirements, and just stand there all day taking pictures. You take pictures and you write notes. You take pictures and you write notes, and you come back day after day after day. By about the 4th day, 5th day, they will bring you in for questioning.
Got it.
So they'll sit you down in a room and they'll talk to you, and you're like, I'm just really interested in the Pentagon. It's a wonderful work of building. It's and you know what? They have to let you go, but you got that file opened.
There you go. I was going to do the version that if you don't want to leave your house, in today's political climate, all you have to do is start a blog and post a lot of material about how much of a patriot you are, and on how, a lot of white nationalist stuff. Post a lot of that. Make a lot of posts along those lines, and all of a sudden, bing! I'm pretty sure a file will appear on you as FBI web crawlers find your potentially domestic terrorist blog.
Wouldn't that be like most of the blogs in the red states?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I just don't know if the FBI can have their.
I believe
like,
all FBI.
I think you're describing like 40% of America, like the crappy part of America, like the 40% that were like, oh,
Nobody wants to
yeah,
be
those
there.
guys. Yeah, I don't know if they're treated as like a monolith or each individually.
I don't think all those people have blogs. So I don't think
that is true. There's no way they can all write. I'm being silly. Yeah, there's no way they're putting down sentences in order that people are understanding, making a message. Those are only no. But seriously, if you want it's really good to have an FBI file open on you, because if you're ever in danger, the FBI will come rescue you. So that's why I have mine.
That's not an unreasonable point. They know where you are because they're following you.
Yeah. So if I'm ever like, if I've got an FBI tail, right, and they're just looking out for me, and then all of a sudden something happens, right. FBI, yeah, all of a sudden I got an FBI backup. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't think the question is unreasonable. I mean, having an FBI file open on you brings with it a lot of advantages.
There you go.
But
not ones if
you got to be careful.
If you ever want to get into a job that requires government clearance, no.
Okay. Well, by definition, he's saying that he wants the FBI to open a file on him, but so he's not probably not looking for that government clearance job.
I get it. So again, I think that I like Green Pant's idea of the monuments, Pentagon, go and hang out. The other one,
monuments,
don't want to leave your house. White national
Area 51. If you just drive over to Area 51, well, no, there's probably people that actually just camp out there all the time.
I think they do. They sell memorabilia and merch.
Yeah.
Their food trucks.
But yeah, any of the big ones, Hoover Dam, definitely. They take notice. If you're just sitting there, if you're there day after day after day, they take notice.
Yep. Absolutely. All right. Good question. All right. And you know what? That's that's it for our questions for today. We do have oh wait, we have speed
All
rounds.
right.
We have speed rounds.
Oh wait, yeah. Hey, the speed round. That's you this time.
Yeah, I think.
So
it's my
I'm
turn.
gonna
All right,
hit you with the speed
hold
round.
on, I'm gonna
All right.
chill. All right, I'm good. Hit me.
Okay. Hit loose. You ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready. Go.
Okay. Often, when I pass under streetlights, they flicker and go out. Do I have some sort of supernatural powers?
No, you don't understand science and probability.
Right. Who's the worst Ninja Turtle?
Venus.
I'm sorry. The answer is Raphael.
Venus.
Raphael is definitely.
Do you know about Venus? Ask me about it after. Keep going.
Let me see. Okay.
I feel like one of the best ones.
Venus. What? What is the best Milton Bradley board game?
Oh, easy. Axis and Allies. Takes 1 hour to set up, 4 hours to play. Fantastic. Simulational.
Yeah, I would say Hungry Hungry Hippos. What are the 5 best DC comic characters?
Oh, geez, 5 best DC comics. Okay, Batman, number 1, no question. These are in order, by the way, of best to worst. Batman, Wonder Woman,
Right.
Superman, Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner, and then Flash, Wally West. Final answer.
Wally West version of Flash.
Yes.
Okay.
Barry Allen's a... Oh, good Barry Allen.
Yeah, I will give you that one.
Thank you.
I would have said Animal, Mineral, Vegetable Man from Doom Patrol. Should have been in there just because that guy's awesome, but that's fine.
I stuck
all
to
right.
Justice League.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, hey, that guy fell into a vat of amino acids and is like half Tyrannosaur, has diamonds, has like a plant arm and leg. I mean, the guy is like awesome.
Oh, geez.
All right, but anyway, okay. If you are trapped, I'm sorry. If you are, let's say, you are put on an island and
Yes.
forced to compete in deadly mortal combat with a whole bunch of different strange opponents, what would be your go-to fighting style?
Okay, like this is like the first Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, the technically correct answer is MMA, mixed martial arts. Effective.
Okay.
It's not Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Because any fight that goes beyond the first 4 seconds usually winds up on the ground.
I would have said Krav Maga, maybe mixed with capoeira or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, no, I think that is yeah. Would MMA be an actual fighting style? Is it just mixed of styles?
It's a good question. It's technically a mix of styles, right? But it's depending on how you use that mix. And because I think you said like different opponents, right? So depending on the person.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like way outside your weight class, right? You don't want to go to the mat with them wrestling. They'll destroy you. You know, the weight advantage. Right. So that's when you would want to use like a Krav Maga. You know what I mean? Use like strikes, distant strikes, and elbows.
Because Krav Maga is more for like everyday situations where like someone's just like right up in you and you're like,
yeah,
you want to take them out.
Yeah, for sure. But if someone's lighter than you or comparable weight, I mean, if you are good at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it can be really effective.
I mean, hopefully if someone's actually like, you know, gone out of their way to kidnap you and take you to an island to compete in Mortal Kombat, you got to have something going on.
Mortal Kombat!
Exactly. I mean, if you find yourself, you belong on that island. Like you're Johnny Cage or who, you know, yeah, you belong on that island. So,
okay. Sonya. Zero. And then, yeah, and I mean, I was reading a study that, because of course people have way too much time in their hands, they dedicate their lives for this kind of thing, is that a study that actually American boxing is one of the most effective fighting styles, because it basically teaches you to protect your core, protect your face, punch using your body weight. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what wins fights.
Yeah, it's the most realistic,
fancy.
but
yeah,
it's the most realistic style, because I don't know if you've ever been in a fight. I certainly have, and most of the time it begins with a punch to the face, which is, you know, just straight up old boxing. Just
exactly.
Fisticuffs.
Exactly.
It's
the default go-to when someone feels like taking a, you know, forming hostilities with someone else.
Right, because a lot of the time you don't have time to like get into the correct stance and be able to get your correct series of moves. It's a quick punch to the face, which you follow up with a jab to the throat.
Yeah. There's a great.
Although that wouldn't be boxing.
Right. There's a great, you know, there's a lot of self-defense videos on YouTube, clearly, right? Like going, oh, if someone grabs like this, do this, do this. There's a channel up. I don't know if it's a channel or if it's a series of videos from somebody, but it's called Bullshido. Bullshido. And what it is basically they watch this self-defense video, and then they show you in real life why it would never work. so,
Right.
So like the grab behind the neck thing and how you get out of it, it's like, oh yeah, you just like drop your shoulders, and then the guy tries that, you just hold onto him and just takes him down the ground. He's like, yeah, that just wouldn't work. So it's like,
Right, because I would think that would be what happens.
Yeah, all these classic defense moves, if they happen in real life, why they wouldn't work, and they call that series of videos Bullshido. So if you want to look it up on YouTube, it's quite entertaining. You're into that kind of thing. But yes. All right, cool. So what did my score? I got a score? What'd you give me?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm gonna give you 4 out of 5.
What?
Because
the Ninja Turtle question. So you hate Raphael, is what I'm hearing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Tell me about the Venus. What's going on with that?
So Venus is a character they came up with. I don't remember when. Within the past 10 years. I don't know exactly. Basically, so you know what started with? It was like the aquarium of turtles that fell in the ooze. Venus was one of those turtles. Fell into the ooze, but then kind of rolled off to the side, and Splinter didn't find her. So Splinter took the other 4 and then left, and she was there still. Got mutated by.
She was the one girl turtle.
Yes. Yes.
But she didn't.
She's basically the diversity turtle.
And they created the diversity turtle 10 years ago. That sounds about right. On brand.
I have to look up how long ago it was. It was actually I might know. First appearance. Yeah, 97 actually. It was a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like 86, 87, and you got 4 turtles. That's it.
Yeah, 97 they created. It was in I just looked up really quick. It's it was a cartoon, American television series.
Yeah.
It was live action, so they were kind of like in the suits. So it was Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation.
Yeah, that was later.
It was called Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, and it was 97 is when her first appearance was, and then she finally appeared in the comics in 2022. Is what I'm reading here.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's something that they kind of threw in later. I'm thinking about like OG turtles. Who's the worst OG turtle? Come on.
Michelangelo.
There's
nothing special about him.
Okay, he is awesome at skateboarding, which is a sport that a lot of people do not give enough credit for. But Michelangelo, he's fun. He brings humor. He's definitely like the more jocular and avuncular turtle, as it were. You've got Donatello. He's the brains. He knows how to make things.
Why
and
he's
makes inventions and stuff. So he's very useful.
Leo's the leader.
Leonardo's the leader. It's kind of lame, but he is the leader and most of the time knows what to do. But Raphael is just kind of a dick.
Yeah,
like
he's badass.
But he's not a like Splinter purposely gave him the stupid sai as his weapon in order to teach him discipline because he was too aggressive. So he was like, "Here, I'm going to give you these 2 like, shitty weapons, and then that will hopefully get you to calm down."
Maybe.
I don't know if that's accurate, but I do know that Splinter thought that Raphael was like just overly violent, and so I would say that
had discipline problems.
Well, I mean, he had.
Impulsive.
You gotta admit, none of them came from a very good family. Right. Splinter wasn't always the best dad. I mean, he's a rat.
Right, he's a rat.
I mean, and when you're dealing with, you're dealing with Krang. I mean, it's a brain in the middle of a body. I mean, it's like, and of course you've got Shredder. But
there's a great, what is it? There's a great, shoot, I don't know if it's a cartoon. They might have made a whole cartoon movie about it. Basically, it's Batman versus the Ninja Turtles, and there's a face-off of Batman and Shredder. Pretty badass fight. It's
really?
Yeah, it's really.
Is it animated?
Yeah.
Okay. That I would check out.
Batman versus Shredder. Look it up.
Yeah, I would think Batman would just destroy Shredder because he had all those like robot guys that were always hanging out with him or whatever. Like that's what he just would send. The Foot Clan. So Venus, that's new. I'm an adult now, and so like I hadn't been following the Ninja Turtles in the last 10 years. So I was kind of going back to the nostalgia in my own brain, but I'm glad you were able to bring that, the new wave versity turtle in there, Venus.
Yeah, because they threw her in just to have a girl turtle. That's stupidest reason ever, in my opinion.
So what is she on the team now?
Yeah, I think they finally met up with her.
Does she have a weapon?
She went off to the side. Yeah, what is her weapon? Let me look it up real quick. She is what's her thing? She was discovered by a shinobi magician called Chung Ai. Chung Ai took the turtle with him to China, where he raised her as a daughter and named her Mei Fi Chi. he also trained her in the art of shinobi. So
What
she
are
has
the
her
chances that all of the animals that were hit by this like
ooze.
toxic ooze
Yes.
would be taken in by martial arts masters?
Right.
One who
Given
was
special skills.
a man who got turned into a rat, and
Yeah.
then with Venus, it sounds like it's just like a guy who knows
Yeah.
martial arts.
Yeah, so she's kind of, I think, a little less martial arts, more in the mystical. Like she's got like this shinobi's kind of like magical,
Like magic type
kind of,
stuff.
sort of, yeah, like spirit ability kind of thing. Kind of like a spirit
I mean-
monk kind of thing. You know what I mean? That kind of. I've never seen.
I think that's kind of like, you know, pushing the envelope on suspension of disbelief when it comes to the
Agreed.
Ninja Turtles. Like I'm willing to buy that they, you know, they all live in a very nice sewer. They've got
rat.
television down there. They have, you know,
Pizza.
pizza. It's, you know, all that. That I mean makes sense. It's all reasonable. But yeah, no, they now that you're talking about mystical magical arts and stuff,
No.
now it's turned into fantasy.
It went off the rails.
Yeah, I liked the Turtles for its realism. That was always my.
Yes. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Nice. All right, crew. Well, I think that wraps it up for this week. Yeah, that was good. I hopefully we gave some meaningful advice to folks. That
Yeah, and I mean I learned some stuff. I learned about the diversity turtle.
and the mirror visor. A couple
I
times.
that blew my mind. I really thought that you just could not see out of that thing. So for you to just like land that knowledge on me, that's
Here to
you
help.
know, that's a game changer in my life. I appreciate that.
Do what I can. All right. So, all right.
That's
Well, let's wrap it up then. So that concludes this week's edition. Okay, seriously. Yeah, join us again next week, and we'll give you more dangerously unsolicited advice that we have no legal or professional standing to give. So that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely none.
So, but what else good is the internet for? So, Green Pants, thank you again for joining us. Wonderful to see you as always.
Thank you, Vanguard.
And until next time, have a good night. Bye.